ladies. Welcome back. It's the first day of spring, and I am very happy to be back from my winter break. Sometimes you just got to do that. Take a break, and now I'm back with the first episode of the spring. And I'm telling you, I hope you weathered the storm like everybody else because listen, class is back in session. Ladies, listen, it's our time and it's never been a better time to be a woman. I'm just saying. And so we've got to be ready. You know, there's no such thing as getting ready. And the whole focus of this podcast is to make sure that we are ready. So we'll be chatting it up on this podcast here on some real raw subjects. And you can tell I've already been doing some of those things, but get ready, buckle up, because this season, I'm telling you, this episode here and all the ones I'm doing this spring, I'm telling you, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be, as always, unfiltered and sometimes a bit scary, getting into stuff that, it's like, okay. But listen, it's all to make sure that we as women live our best lives now, that we are respectable, respectful women. Because, listen here, modesty, class, and grace, it's always right and it's always in style. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And yes, I'm talking about learning to value yourself. I'm talking about appreciating yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself. Earlier in one of my other podcasts on living your best life now, I talked about celebrating yourself. But listen here, I want to tell you that you can't celebrate yourself when you don't love you and you don't respect yourself. And there's some ways that you can tell that you don't love yourself or respect yourself. Look in the mirror. How are you carrying yourself? How are you taking care of the way you look? How are you dressing? What are the things that are coming out of your mouth? What are you watching? What are you listening to that's feeding who you are becoming? If you bring garbage in, garbage out, trash can only produce trash. And when you're trying to come up, you can't keep hanging around trash. You can't keep doing what trash things and trash people do. You can't if you trying to be if you're trying to come out the gutter, you can't keep doing gutter things. You can't you can't do scratch your head stuff, stuff that make people scratch their head. And what are you doing? If you want people to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. And it's just not enough of us doing that. I really applaud Cardi B because at times she's really trying to come up. There's some things that are in nature that's in you, but if you're not exposed to anything different, it's difficult for you to kind of reach and aspire to that. But I'm very disappointed in that she agreed to be in J Lo's new film. I'm also disappointed that Keke Palmer is in this film too, but it's about strippers. And just because that was your life don't mean it has to be your life now. And so the whole thing is just, strippers who are pulling off this job or coming out or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's like, from what I read about the whole context of what it's supposed to be, y'all better look this up because it's crazy. This new film that she wants to do, it's about strippers scamming a strip club. Your ex strippers or strippers. The movie is called Hustlers. And it's about basically scamming a strip club. If you want people to take you seriously as an artist, especially if you want to get into acting, that's probably not that's probably not where you want to go. That's not a la Players Club. But hey, so you want people to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. You have to have a serious plan. You can't just be off the whim. Oh, this sounds great, and this is I want to get into this. So no. You got to be serious. You got to have a plan of attack for yourself. That's why people have vision boards and all of this other kind of stuff, because you have to see your future and you have to be able to speak to that future. Now, if that's where you want to be, if you want to stay in that kind of environment, go right ahead. Your roar is just gonna be like a meow compared to the rest of some of the other women who are empowered to, change their lives and change through they are change their circumstances and all of that kind of stuff. Uh, I yeah, yeah. So, get serious about yourselves, ladies. It's 2019. It's the first day of spring. If you want people to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously, which means you got to love, value, and appreciate yourself, which means it starts with looking at yourself now and looking at and thinking about where do I want to go? What are the possibilities? And make a plan and attack that plan. And if you really don't know, then you've got to invest in yourself to get people that's going to help you figure out how to get there. Okay? So y'all, thanks for being on this ride with me. It's been a journey, and I'm looking forward to the show developing and coming along a little bit more. And yeah, it's the first day of spring. Spring into action for yourself. Love, value, and appreciate yourself. If it starts with seeing yourself as greater, as more. You can't really celebrate yourself in the right way until you know who you are and who you want to become, and start on that path. And that's the struggle that many of us have. But I really want to encourage you to make sure that that's what you are doing. So, thanks for tuning in, ladies. It's been a great, great episode, and I'll see y'all around the way. Bye.